Today is day 50 of Animal Crossing New Leaf till New Horizons. We are 50 days away. Excuse me. Sorry. That is actually factually a lie. We are 50 days closer to Animal Crossing New Horizons. And today we're rocking no cam. And we're recording again. We're streaming again late at night. It seems like I have a string of bad luck. You don't have to worry too much about it. This is just pretty much too simple. I just went a little too rough with what I was doing. Let's see. As I said before, I was going to change the date to what it was, along with the time. So, this will be a punishment of some sort that allows me to stop doing this. Stop coming on super late. So, this morning, when I was in fact exercising, I pulled something, and not pulled something. I feel like I pulled something in my glute now when I woke up after the fact, but I pinched a nerve, and when I went down for a push-up, it felt like someone just smacked me on my little boy. Let's see what day is it? What time is it? 10:09:36. Okay, so as you can see, I changed the time. It's no longer wonderful spooky time anymore. And is there a chance that there's different people in my town now? Just because technically I've done some... No, there is not. And I have done some crazy amount of time travel, because for whatever reason, my system time... the game doesn't want to do my system time. It makes it like super far in the future. It makes it 2099, the 1st of January, for whatever reason, and I don't know what's going on with that, and I looked at my clock. I was like, is my clock wrong? I was like, no, in fact, my clock is not wrong. It's just that, for whatever reason, it's just doing that. So, in turn, I have to set it manually, which there's nothing wrong with that. I saw a little cutie shake a tree over here. Where are you? Hello. But it seems like whatever pinching that I did ended up fixing itself during sleep, or whatever it is. It felt like I was like smacking my elbow against the table constantly if I bent it one way. So I was just like, that kind of hampers everything. But we're fine today. It's just that I just look very messed up. So no camera. Make sure you always check the stump after you chop the tree, and maybe you'll see something too. What if I see my future? What if I see my future and me and you are together? What if that happens? What would you do if me and you were together, if our future was together? Let's see here. Remember, my first thing that I got from my little cute animal people was, in fact, high beam lights to be built in my town. Remember when that happened? The biggest sad face. Super sad face. Sad face all around. I don't know if today is going to be very long or anything like that, because I just feel gross. Today it was very hot out. It was like 80 degrees, but the humidity was like ridiculous. Oh, don't sell that. Was ridiculous. So I sweat like crazy in my sleep. Even if I didn't sweat a lot when I worked out earlier, because I got cut short. Like in my sleep, I'm like I still feel like I'm drenched. It's gross. I tried going upstairs and it was worse. I could barely breathe. I was like, oh my god, my poor dog is trapped in this. Poor little girl. Let's see. I guess starting a game counts to time traveling, right? I was worried my town was just gonna be like a giant, destroyed. Because I used to do that when I was bored. Was everyone outside? What's going on? When I was bored, I would be like, hey, I'm just gonna time travel a shit ton. Is this new? No, that's a bell cricket. I don't have my headphones on, but I could tell that's a bell cricket just by looking at it. Just by looking at it. Ugh. But what's the good thing about being sore in places is that you get the stretch, and that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. Okay, everything closes. How dare they close? My favorite thing when I worked as an overnight baker, as in this is sarcastic, is people asking me if we're still open. Just due to the fact that any other store that was like ours closed at like 11 or midnight. Like smart people. Instead of being open at night. Well, great googly moogly, sir. I'll have you know this. I got real tired of it. I got real tired of it. I was like, we're 24/7, sir. We serve everything 24/7, whether I like it or not. I can get you anything you want. It'll just take a little while longer because I'm doing the bakery at the moment. And they're like, ugh, never mind. I don't want anything if you're alone, which is pretty cool. But what's funny is that the boss's daughter, my boss's daughter worked in the town over, and she had my job, and she was the head baker, and she got hired on as the head baker, and she got paid more than me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was very upset at that. She got paid a shit ton more than me, and had better hours, and didn't like work any weekends or anything like that. I was like, what the fuck? So then I was mad as hell. I remember that. But I heard she didn't do a very good job. She would frost the donuts upside down, which is, you're like, how does that happen? How I think that happens is that I don't think she was good with dealing with issues. And when you're doing donuts, and definitely at night, there's a lot of issues. There's drunk people coming in, they're like, hey, can you make a sub at the subline area while you're physically frying donuts in a donut fryer? They're like, hey, I want a sandwich. Doesn't take that long, when in actuality, a sandwich takes about like 8 minutes to make. It's fucking ridiculous if someone like just wants like legit stuff. Like if they have like a legit sandwich in mind, instead of like just put bread, cheese, and like lettuce on it and cut it out. It does take long. But when people are like, I want 3 pickles, all if you were to cut the sandwich in 3s in the middle, placed in the middle. Yeah, that shit. I had that. It was some guy who owned a business in the town. He would always say nice things to me. He said, if he was like, thanks for dealing with me. He's like, I just like my food a specific way. He's like, hey, I own blank and blank over here. Here's my card. He was like, we'll get you something. I can't remember your face, because I'll remember your glasses and stuff like that. And then I just completely forgot his card, because his card didn't say the name of the business that he worked at. It was his fucking name. And phone number. So I never called it, because I was nervous. What if he wanted to kiss me? What if he wanted to kiss me? Huh? What if he wanted to kiss me? Hell yeah, brother. Oh no, don't do this, please. Sorry about that. Just say to me what you want. Remember when I made those videos way back when on my channel where I sang? Yuck, dude. You know what I sang? My Little Pony songs. Icky, smile, smile, smile. I was a brony at one point in time. I would say for probably about my birthday. Oh God, what was I saying? I know a big thing that was happening at that time is that I dated that girl that I wanted to date for like years, and she finally gave me a chance. What's her name? Doesn't matter her name. When was that? It was a year after high school. So I was 18, right? When I graduated high school, I was 17. Though I had to stay for a couple months because I was like, I'm not going to be anything in my life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. Where I had that stupid mentality. Jesus. I am going to fucking... That's like the 6th one, dude. It's the 6th one. 619. That's all I gotta say. 6-1, dude. Makes me angry. Let's try some night fishing. I know when I was younger, my family would say that fishing early in the morning is the good thing, because that's when the fishies wake up. And they sleep during the day because the sunlight hurts their eyes. Now, that's what I was told when I was younger. I don't know if that's, like, true verbatim. I don't know if different fish have different sleeping cycles. I don't know what the sleeping cycle of a fish is. I know fish do sleep. So do you want? Let's chat. How you doing? I always see Ribot and Egbert out practicing rugby together. What rough boys. Grappling one another. Jojo! It must be nice to have close friends who's into the same things as you are. Yeah. I really like wrestling with my friends. I'll show you who the boss of this gym is. I'll show you who the boss of this gym is. I probably shouldn't be too loud. People are sleeping. Whoa! Hey! Look at that. That's a pear. If I've ever seen one. Let's see. Alright then. Let's see. Let me make this. Close that down. So Code Vein finally got cracked. Very cool. And speaking of things that I didn't do, yesterday, I know in the beginning of the video, I had to go to the washroom, and I was like, hey, all I really have to do is do X, Y, and Z, and then I didn't do X, Y, and Z. I completely lied. The biggest lie. Oof. Right away, huh? Where I was gonna cut the video for New Leaf, and I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. I was like, I don't feel like doing this. I was like, let me render out some, instead of exporting from Twitch and uploading directly to YouTube like I usually do, I was like, let me just download some of these Fire Emblem things, because I looked at my channel, and I seen that it's just a block of Animal Crossing, and I was like, I don't think that's a good way to probably grow your YouTube channel, though my YouTube channel is kind of like second thought within a sense. The Twitch is what I'm trying to grow at the moment, because I've kind of stalled out on YouTube, but growing on Twitch is what's happening. So, that's just gonna be a grind, but I don't know if that's like I don't wanna, but when I say that, I feel like someone could respond very negatively to that, but I don't know, man. That's what I literally said in the first episode.
That's what I literally said that.
What is that? A cat? That's a catfish? You know, with the way this looks in the light, it looks like it has a big Jay Leno jaw. What a cutie, dude. Kiss him. Oh, Tommy. Listen up. I wanted to show you my slate floor. Yeah, some folks will feel... Oh my Jesus Christ. Never owned something this cool. I'm pretty lucky, huh? Thank you. That's just jealousy meter there, bud. No need for that. If you want something mine, all you gotta do is trade me. You're crazy. You're crazy. Tommy, you're crazy. You little crazy boy. No. So I had a dream that there was a Japanese, like, Dark Souls Monster Hunter game. I goes to Crossing tonight. Literally kill myself. That's what I gotta say. Literally kill myself, Soundwave. I will literally end my life. But I had a dream of an Monster Hunter crossed with Dark Souls. Within a sense, it was like a Monster Hunter game where we fought eldritch horrors. Now, there are a couple eldritch horrors in Monster Hunter. Look at this thing. It looks like it wants to kiss you. Jesus, catfish. Catfish are very aggressive, right? I believe they're very aggressive. They will eat other fish. They don't give a fuck. They also are electric, which sucks, because not many Pokemon could overcome the electricity. At least that's what Pokemon taught me. And, let's see, there was like these crazy vampire horror that I was fighting against, werewolves. I don't know. It was pretty cool. Even though that's pretty much like Bloodborne, right? Though I don't like Bloodborne. I don't like it. It's I don't like the idea that I can't block. Like, I can't feel out an attack, dude. I have to spam circle, and I just kind of scoot forward. I don't know. It's just something that I don't like. It just didn't feel right. Maybe just because it was too aggressive, and I like playing defensively in Dark Souls. Which, hey, every streamer plays Dark Souls, right? With the game choice of me playing is rife. Also, kind of want to play Cultivate on the first stream. Super anime game, but big mommy all around. And apparently people are saying that's like Dark Souls. I've never seen it. I never seen it be played, to be honest with you. Dace, I'm about to fucking... The fish textures in this game look beautiful. They look absolutely wonderful. I just want to pet them, dude. They're gorgeous. I love them. I just need to get my sleeping schedule in order. That's what's messing a lot of things up, making me stream really an asshole. It's literally me stopping myself from doing stuff I want to do, right? Oop. Oop, oop. Dang. I'm not used to them pulling at 2. Usually 3 or 4. Yeah, as a brony at one point, I sung Smile, Smile, Smile on my song. So there was like this big project to take all the My Little Pony songs and put them into like this karaoke thing. And, yeah, pretty much. Debated, dude, debated. To put them all into this My Little Pony thing. And great googly moogly. Oh my god. Don't need it. Some schedule. No, I need it. I need it so I could stream correctly. But they made this big, giant, like, effort to, like, chart and put all these songs into like this thing called Karaoke Star. And this was like pretty early on when I started making YouTube videos, and I was just like, I'm gonna sing this song for whatever reason. And I sung Smile, Smile, Smile. God, kill me. Kill me. Why the hell was I a brony? Ugh. Extra cringe. You know what's also a little cringy? I have a cousin, right? She's older than me. She's like in her 40s. I have a cousin who, during the 90s, like, goth was a thing, and she got really, really into it, and she wanted to be a vampire. So she physically took a file. This guy looks like he wants to kiss me. What the heck? Look at those big lips. She She took a file and filed down her incisors. And when you... just taking anything that's going to sand your teeth, it just feels like it's just going to mess with the nerve endings. No matter what. It feels grating. It feels like torture, dude. She filed down her incisors as a teenager, and she was like 15-ish, right? And she still dresses all black and stuff. Gas, gas, gas. I hope, dude. Give me some Eurobeat trash. Skitcha Mr. Blue. Or whatever that fucking song that I hear all the time in meme videos, dude. I've slowly been able to accept Eurobeat into my life. It's wonderful. I don't listen to it a lot, but like, boy, when I do, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I feel like smoking a cigarette. I don't even smoke, but I just feel like smoking a cigarette. Smoking a cigarette and fucking dancing with something in my hand, dude. It's the life. It's a big kissy boy. Big kissy boy. Gobi. Let's see.
Whoa. Is there anything here? No. Okay.
My right eye hurts really bad. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. How can I... Wow, there's a lot of fish in here. Boy, I hope they put the catfish in here. Literal Daniels Gaming. Icky. Okay. These short and stocky river-dwelling fish have a lot of slender teeth for tearing apart other fish. What? Why is he in here with other fish? Freshwater gobies dig holes under the rock and riverbeds and make nests for eggs, which males guard. Other fish breeds take advantage of this protective quality and often lay eggs in goby nests. Literally how? Are there drive-by egg layings? Is that what's going on? Did you know China's making caviar a simple common dish and is messing up the market, and it's making all the rich people very upset because the things that they ate isn't as exclusive anymore? Isn't that crazy? I find that absolutely crazy. But China's doing a whole bunch of stuff. China's scary. Ugh. Boy, I can't wait to drink my can of fresh air. Van Gogh. Remember when he cut off his dick? Yeah, no face cam today. I'm busted, dude. I look busted, dog. I'm fucking busted. I am busted. I'm busted way more than I usually look. So no face cam. No face cam. I'm gonna go take a shower. Earlier today, it was incredibly hot and humid. I went upstairs and I took a nice sucking. I sucked in that air and I was like, wow, I can't coexist here. Coexisting here is really bad. And when I went to bed, I woke up in a puddle of my own delicious, and have I told you, nutritious sweat, and it wasn't good. I feel wet, like the back of my shirt is wet of how I sweat. I sweated so much because how hot it was. And I was like, I can't touch the thermostat. I want to turn on the AC, but I can't touch it. I don't pay for the AC. I know how that works, dude. I don't feel like getting shit talked. Even all that will happen now. Back when I was younger, I would get hit, but now I'd be like, don't do that, dude. So why would you do that? I was like, it's gonna be cool tomorrow, idiot. Oh, sorry, you're right. It's gonna be cool tomorrow, so I should suffer today. You know, we have the means, but hey, whatever. But hey, that's just me. And that's just a game theory, right? I remember when Game Theory was such a small channel. I remember it. I watched it. I remember one of the first videos that I watched was, what is the coins in Mario's world worth? The concept of it, it's so good. I love the idea. I know people just kind of meme it to death at one point, right? But I find that, oh, you silly bitch. The way you move scare me. The concept of, like conversations you would have if you're drunk or if you're friends and you're just talking about some stupid shit. Like, yo, Mario collects a lot of coins. How much money do you think that's worth, dog? He's like, does he have more coins than Princess... Does he have, like, more money than Princess Peach? Like, what's going on? He was like, quantified literal gold. Literal fake gold. Oh, I'm so excited for Code Vein. I'm gonna play it tomorrow on stream. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Can't wait to see some beautiful anime chicks. I'm gonna take this fish and I'm gonna slap it on the ground. Slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. Slap, slap, slap. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay? Okay. I still can't believe that guy got that girl to let him smell her pics at TwitchCon. You know, I bring up this all the time, right? I'm bringing it up all the time now, just because it's something that I can't not think of. Let's see. Since it's a day with no face cam, I'm gonna go find the clip really quick. I saved it. It was on Reddit. It was on Reddit. I read it. How to deal with the N-word. Excuse me? Do I not have it? I, in fact, didn't save it. Pyra on top. That's hentai. Porn star couples gives fascinating interview about sexuality and living as workers, and also they're having intercourse. Why am I saving this? Did I save this to show my friend or for research later? Let's see. I guess I don't have it. So that was a literal lie. So that was a lie. Okay, that was a lie. Good job. Don't trust me ever. I felt like I was gonna cry yesterday when I was playing Fire Emblem. The story got real sad. I just don't want Dimitri to suffer. I like Dimitri. And when he was talking about, he's like, I can't stop hearing their voices and they're asking me to do something because I'm the one who could do something. And they can't because they're dead. Like, I need to make the voices stop. And it's just because he's took on all this just stuff from being such a young child when his fucking family were murdered like dogs in the street. Oh, it was his father. Stepmother's an evil bitch. I think she's still around. But I was like, man, I feel bad. I feel bad. You know what's weird? I watched, okay, so every once in a while, there's this live PD YouTube channel where it's kind of like Cops, right? It's pretty much like Cops, except it's, I felt like Cops was a little bit produced a little bit more. But this is, they follow police officers, and, sometimes they get criminals who get sad that, like, let's say they get pulled over, right, for, like, a stop, and then it ends up finding out they have warrants, or maybe their license is done, and they're like, yeah, it's like, I know, it's like, I'll never get my license back, blah, 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 and then, like, or there was a guy who had, dope on him, and you could tell that he was messed up, and he, like, and, the officer, he was like, officer, am I gonna go to jail? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, you're gonna be charged, and usually what they charge you for, like, this amount of stuff is X, Y, and Z. And he's like, oh. He just started crying. He's like, I'm gonna be an old man when I get out, man. I won't be able to see my kids. And he just started crying. I was just like, I feel so sad. He did it to himself, but I feel sad. I don't know. Made me tear up a bit. Really? Really now? I understand. I see. I know what you're doing. I see, fish. You want to be in my inventory, but in fact you can't. If I catch a third one, I'm putting it in my house. Let's just say that. This guy got what it takes to be the two-time.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, enough. Enough. I'm tired of this Zatch Bell Force Mackerel. Did you read the Pokemon manga, Sunwave? Usually when I get someone to, like, read something, I always think, like, to myself, I was like, did I overhype it? Like, is my memory of it, like, too rose-petally? I always think that. I always think that. Because, sometimes when I talk about things, I flower it up. Just naturally. Just because I'm a romantic person, I guess you can say. So, but I do remember the majority of the stuff that I did stay in there. And I do remember the Ninja Gym cutting a fucking Arbok in half. I remember that. Jesus Christ. You want to see what's inside of an Arbok? Yeah, idiot.
Crap, crap, crap. Pop, pop, pop.
Not yet. Not like this. Look at this receptionist table. Oh, look at that. This will help me a lot. I'll take it. Alright, so, those balloons, right? I started reading my Isekai trash again. I like Isekai. Isekai's really, really good. I really like it. I really like it, dude. To be honest with you, my favorite Isekai is probably Konosuba. My favorite trash Isekai is probably my mom has a two-tone attack thing. The one with the mom, Okasan. Okasan Online, I think it's called. the short name for it. It was a visual novel, so it has stupid long names. Makes me want to smack it. That one came out recently, anime-wise, but the manga apparently is very, very good, and I read about 5 pages, and I was like, this seems completely different. But apparently it's faithfully translated.
Maku? Maku?
Which kind of brings to wonder, because in that anime, they kind of hint a little bit, like they hint it multiple times, where she's like, Makun, I know you love me, but we can't do that. It's forbidden, no matter how much we love one another. Like, there was a scene where it was made me want to wipe my forehead. There was a scene where they were attacked by a slime, and then he tried to help his mom, fell on top of her. She was so silky and smooth from the slime, he kept falling on top of her. Oh, by the way, her clothes are disintegrating, and his is too. Uh-oh. Makun, even though we love each other so much, we can't do this, even if we love each other. Right? They're always hinting at that. I'm blowing out of Astaria soon, like leaves on an autumn breeze. Yeah, I'm moving out. I'm waiting for her to be a stepmother. Yeah, dude. Pretty much. Can't wait. You know, that's how they fixed it in Nesekoi. Excuse me, not Nesekoi. Orihimo. My little sister can't be this cute. Yeah, she's your cousin, Doug. It's okay. But no, sadly, she stated multiple times that she remembers when he was born, and it changed her into the person who was today. Should I have Shep go? I need new fresh faces in my town. But I like Shep. He's a good boy. Me and him made good memories. And he gave me... You know what? I'll let you go, man. I'll let you go. I don't want to hold you down somewhere. You know? Unless your name's Phoebe. Or Blanche. But what I was gonna say, Phineas complex, right? Having relations with your mother. I was thinking about it, right? I think about it because this comes from someplace, right? It could come from, like, let's take it as bare bones, right? You want to have a relationship with your mother. Is like literally like that. Just boom. That's straightforward. But I don't think it's like that. I think it's kind of like the quality that you would the quality of care that you would get if you really love something. Let it go. If the quality of care that a caregiver would give on a mother level seems more affectionate and deep than anything else, right? That's what I think about why people like it. That the emotion is deep and it seems more sweeter that way. I don't think it's the mom aspect, but it's just that someone loving you and appreciating you no matter what, like a mother, and caring for you like a mother, which I feel like you probably like somewhat, right? I don't know. That's what I think. So pretty much it's a dirty fetish, you stinky, stinky feet smeller. God, look at her arches. And then for sis love, I don't know. I can't think of anything from it. I don't know what that is. It's just weird. It just seems forbidden. That one just seems like heavier on the that one just seems like just purely sexual. May I offer my future assistance, sir? Nothing. I've actually been pretty good with collecting all this stuff. Maybe fishing at night is a thing you do. It was funny, my first girlfriend said that to me. If you've loved something, Luna, let it go. And I was like, I love you, and I don't want to let you go. Fucking bitch. My first girlfriend was in 8th grade. She was 16 and I was... No, she was... Yeah, she was 16 and I was 12. 12? No, 13. I was 13. You're like, what? Excuse me? Yeah, I know. We met on MySpace, and I dated a lot of older women when I was a teenager, and I know everyone's just like, I know everyone, when they say that line, it's like, oh, you're like older than what you seemed. You just seemed older. You seem more mature than you were more mature for your age. I've heard that. I don't want to say a lot. Like, it's like, well, I heard it 20 times, but I've heard it like 4 times, and I never found it creepy. Though when you think about it in hindsight, pretty creepy. Pretty fucking creepy. She was a MySpace GF, and I got my first ever phone, and she taught me how to text, and we would spend all the time on the phone, and we watched movies together. Way before Rabbit became a thing, right? Way before anything. Skype was a thing, we just didn't know about it. But it was a cool time. Cool time. She became a teacher. We keep in touch every once in a while. She became a teacher, which is pretty cool. And she ended up marrying her high school sweetheart, and they're super in love. It's really cool. Really neat. Man, every time I fish, I remember I fished, and for whatever reason, I had like a lot of people watching me that day. I had like 5 people watching, which is quite a lot for these streams. And it was early in the morning, and there was this person in chat, and they were really nice. But every time I missed a fish, it would just get like a little personal for no reason. It would get like a little personal, dude. And then it got to the point where they got really mad and like dropped the giant paragraph because I was having trouble catching fish that day, and nothing was hooking at all. And They're like, you gotta anticipate how to fish. You gotta practice. I don't know why you decided to do it. Maybe you do town tours. Pretty much, right? I assume that would be a thing. I would literally end my life. I would never do that. Ugh. Town tours.
Hey, come to my town, idiot.
Okay, says the 12-year-old. Sorry, don't be negative. I remember, I'm a little negative person. I can't be negative like that. I say some nasty things sometimes. I gotta be nice, right? Just smile and wave, boys. Town tours.
Hey, is your town open? Can I come in it?
Yeah, come in my town. Fucking fill it up to the brim. I want it.
Wow, thanks for letting me come in your town.
No problem. Use me again anytime. There you go. My son now sits at the table. Let me bring my daughter upstairs. For some reason, I feel like the type of person I am doesn't fit the mold of a New Leaf streamer. I checked them out. Have I seen a Red Drifters? No. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is at all. I've never heard that before. It sounds like a 90s manga. I feel like I don't fit the personality of them. I feel like a majority of them are female, even though I saw a guy being the top viewed one. But I feel like they're always in customer service mode. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I shouldn't be talking bad about people. They're wonderful. What face, please. I never heard of Drifters. What's Drifters? Is that the, is that... I want to say it's by the guy who did Hellsing. You know what, man? Alright, I'm going to say something very unpopular. When I watched Hellsing, right, I wasn't into it. I couldn't get into it. You know, I've seen, like, I've seen stuff on YouTube about it. When I was younger, tons of Japanese samurai romance get transported to a fantasy world messed up. Really now? Transplanted into a fantasy world. You know what's kind of funny? I always think of samurai as fantasy-based, like knights in armors. Imagine that, a samurai guy fighting a dude in suit and armor. He's like, you can't cut me, mate. He's like,
Sensei, I have to go out. I have to go all out. This once.
Messes it up. Oh, he messes it up. Oh. I thought you meant, like, messed up. Like, oh, it's messed up. Like, Gantz. Right? Like, how Gantz is, like, sexy and, violent for no reason. Well, not for no reason. The monsters in Gantz are kind of scary. Here's a celery man that kills everyone in the street. Wow! Oh, by the way, the main character's got a boner in his suit. Oh, what a fun thing. Oh, God. That reminds me of, there's this manga that I read, right? It's called Anoni Masker Kurosawa. I believe that's what it's called. But it's, I think it means masturbation master. And, it's just, like... The first scene is him masturbating in a stall at school, getting revenge on a girl in his mind, like dirtying them in his mind, and like shoots his fucking stuff on the door or something like that. And like him grabbing his meat isn't depicted, but his face that he makes and like the thoughts that he has. I don't know. It was an interesting read. It was way more psychological than it was supposed to be. Way more psychological. But there's a lot of bullying and like he like partners up with a girl who catches him, and she's like, I want you to get revenge on these people. I'm gonna tell people you're dirty, fucking dirty boy. He's like, nah, I really don't care. She's like, what? He's like, I don't really care. You're gonna blackmail me, you stupid bitch. And then he ends up going with it, whatever it is. Let's see. Drifters. You know what I need to start reading again? I need to start reading Vagabond, and I need to get back into Kingdom. Kingdom was so good. Its art style is so different, but Kingdom, the romance of the Four Kingdoms. I guess it's based off the romance of the Four Kingdoms, the unification of China. Let me grab that. It's very good. It's like at 500 chapters right now. I follow the Reddit and I see new stuff all the time, and I was like, oh, I stopped reading before the main character became like a young adult. What the fuck? You kidding me? I thought he was gonna say stupid kid all this time, but no, he's like, yeah, years passed, dog. 5 years. 8 years. 10 years. Oh yeah, and that little buddy that he partnered up with is a cute girl who still wears a hay suit. Kind of weird. Kingdom is great. Chinese army generals, 4 heavenly generals. Great term. Great term. So much that I took it from my D&D game. 4 heavenly generals. Oh, sounds so cool. So sick, dude. I need to read Vagabond, even though I know it's just on indefinite hiatus. The creator of Vagabond, he did a like an open house art thing, and it was filled with spoilers for his manga. He was like, he just doesn't have like the want to do it, from what I understand. He doesn't have the drive to do it. He doesn't want anyone to pick it up, but he ended up drawing like later stuff in the story based on the Vagabond's main character. And it was pretty interesting. And people are like, wow. So that, like, I guess that means he's never going to be doing it, you know, story-wise. He did it in these beautiful paintings. I was like, that kind of sucks. Can I take this? Excuse me. Can I take this window off? Is that possible? That window's just here because of the painting, right? Paper. Yummy. It's a very, very sad thing. Yesterday, actually, today, so, on the One Piece subreddit, someone ended up posting that they have stage 4 cancer, right? And, he just kind of stated along the lines like, the joke is for like a lot of people for One Piece, because that's been going on for 22, 23 years, right? And it's still not close to finishing, is that you'll die before it ends. And like, he's like, hey man, I used to joke about this all the time, and like, there's experimental ways to try to help me, but in the end, I'm probably gonna die in the end, and I won't be able to see the end of One Piece. And it brought me all these friends and all this cool stuff and memories of, I believe it was his brother and friends, I think it was. I'm trying to remember correctly. And, it was feel bad all around. Feel bad all around. I was like, damn, dude. Because I know I joke, I was like, oh, I'm gonna die before, or like, oh no. People joke that the creator of Berserk is gonna die before he finishes Berserk. What the fuck? I forgot about you, Jingle. He's gonna pass away before Berserk ends, just due to his lifestyle habits, drinking and smoking and fapping to lollies. Let's see. Oh, that is a beautiful floor. Wow. I love it. It reminds me of, like, just delicate white cake. I like the snow cone, Yule log. So, I didn't understand what the Yule log was, but when I became a baker, I ended up finding out that Yule log is like a cake thingy. It's like a Swiss roll, kind of. Or is that something else? Or am I thinking about that Korean dish? With the purple stuff. I may be wrong. Yeah, I may be wrong. Don't believe anything I said. But the dying before you see the ending of something just seems totally heartbreaking. Now, I know Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece. I think there's a Make-A-Wish kid or something along the lines where he was able to get heard that a young One Piece fan was passing away, and it was terminal and he was passing away. He went to him and he told him the ending of One Piece and how it was going to end. And the kid died with it. And it's kind of cool that, because for One Piece, like, I'll always like One Piece. One Piece wasn't my first manga. It wasn't. But One Piece was a manga that I enjoyed so much, and I enjoyed every chapter. Every chapter was just always good. It was great. The anime can suck my fucking cock. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be very vulgar with it. The anime's garbage. Movie's great. Especially, I think, like, the second or third One Piece movie. I don't know who made it. I don't know, but, like, the story and, like, artwork is, like, not One Piece. And it's fucking weird and scary looking at times. And, I don't know, Luffy's hinted at dying in it. Like, it's like evil spirits. I don't know, dude. It's, like, weird. It is awesome. And then the recent One Piece movies have been pretty good. All the other ones are kind of meh. But, I don't know. It'd be kind of sad if I passed away before I seen the end of Monkey D. Luffy's and his pirate crew. Seeing Frankie, Robin, you know, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, Chopper, Jinbei. Well, Jinbei, I don't think Jinbei. Well, Jinbei's dream is to have a fisherman be, but like seeing them not like finish off their dreams seems like weird. Not seeing what's going on with Blackbeard seems weird. Just, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. I hope that guy comes to peace with things, but you know, I don't know anything about death. You only come to realization about death when you're dying. We only get a taste of it when we see people that we love pass away. And sadly, I haven't gotten that taste yet. Even though I have tons of people who passed away in my family. I just never had a close bond with the majority of them. You know what I wish? Bleach getting its anime back. That's what I believe. One of the producers came out. He was like, yeah, vote with your wallet, dude. Buy Bleach merchandise. And it's just like, it's been too long. The Bleach anime ended like 2011, 13-ish, around that time. Which is a long time span, but like, I don't know, I really liked it. I really liked it. Also, the opening, dude. What the fuck? The opening for Bleach was baller. And it looked good. I didn't give a fuck about the filler. I kind of like the filler. It was kind of funny because you've seen a lot of characters that you don't see very often in the manga, and they're like just front and center. A balloon dog lamp. Excuse me? He was like, yeah, here's a full arc with Byakuya heading with all the other captains. Like, excuse me, what the fuck? What? Yeah, no one's gonna die because they don't die in the story yet, and then get brought back because, you know, that's what the Soul King can do. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. kill off characters and then bring them back through fucked up memes. Though, if I remember correctly, Kubo, he got death threats when those two characters died. Byakuya and what's his name? Hitsuyaga? Maybe wrong. The ice guy. Ice little kid. Who became not a little kid in the time skip for whatever reason. I like how the room turned red. It's so stupid. I love it. I fucking love it. It's so stupid. Oh. Gorgeous. Alright. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. Sorry for no cam. I know it was nighttime, but hey, that allowed me to fish when I usually always run away from fishing. But we're going to be doing one day of Animal Crossing every single day in the video. I know there's some videos where I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, L underscore. But hey, it's 10:30 p.m. You get yourself some sleep at night, and make sure to watch this with the light on. Fairy tale. But, I don't know. Soundwave. If you haven't read it before, but, I recommend Goodnight Poon Poon. That's the English name for it. Goodnight Poon Poon. Decent manga. It's about abuse, but it's pretty good. I like it. That's what my header on YouTube is, and my header on here used to be, but I think I changed that into something else. My header may be that, but I don't know. I don't remember. But it's famous, so I'm sure you probably heard of it. It's about a little burb. It's not about a little burb. It's a guy. He draws the main character like a burb, and his family like a bird, but everyone else like real people. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but it's really, really good. I think it's called Osiami Poon Poon. I think that's the Japanese name, but Goodnight Poon Poon. You'll notice when you see like a little stick figure bird. I don't know. Good writing, in my opinion. Good adolescent writing, pretty much. But anyway, have a good night. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you. Love you. Let's see. What emoticons do I got here? J-Can style? Doesn't even look good. Give me a chat. Yeah, to my ever-growing reading list. Bye.